Protesting NFL players on two major teams slapped with huge news before weekend games. Never saw this one coming. It's starting to look like our boycott is actually getting the attention of NFL owners. It seems that two unnamed NFL teams are finally listening to President Donald Trump's advice and looking into forcing players to stand during the presenting of our nation's colors and the singing of the national anthem. At least that's what Shaun King and former NFL player Donté Stallworth are now tweeting. Breaking, at NFL players on two different teams have told me the teams are doing as Trump asked and creating policies to require them to stand. This is unfortunately true and needs to be exposed. Donté Stallworth and I both have spoken directly at NFL players who were told that the team now requires they stand for the anthem. Every HC owner should be asked in post-game pressers tomorrow what their team policy is. As most everyone knows by now, NFL players, teams and owners across the county responded last month to President Trump's criticism of players kneeling in protest during the national anthem, with some kneeling, others locking arms and others even going as far as choosing not to participate in the national anthem ceremony at all. Like the third-rate Steelers did for Monday Night Football. But today they are singing a different tune. With fans boycotting the sport, business pulling their sponsorships and even DirecTV offering to give their customers their money back for the NFL TV packages, team owners are now desperately trying to find a way to make things right with the fans, who mostly tend to be patriotic. So they are looking into how to make it illegal for players to not stand at attention for the national anthem. Fansided reported. With a 1-9 record, fuming fans, and a severely questionable front office, the San Francisco 49ers have plenty of problems. In fact, only the Cleveland Browns have managed worse thus far at an 0-11 record. The Chicago Bears are faring better this season, 2-8, just to put things in perspective. Yes, it is that bad for the San Francisco 49ers, and the losses are still coming. With the Dolphins, Bears, that will be a barn burner, Jets, Falcons, Rams, and Seahawks on the horizon, there is a very real possibility the team comes away with the 1-15 or 2-14 record. That hurts. With 9 straight losses, they have equaled the franchise record. The 49ers are third to last in total offense and last in passing yards per game. Defensively, the team might be even worse. They're second to last in total defense, dead last in yards allowed per game, last in points allowed per game, and last in rushing yards allowed per game. Watching this team is hard, but watching the front office is downright pathetic. Fans are angry, embarrassed, and hungry for change because they should be. The organization in general is an insult to their fan base. They lack direction, trustworthy leadership, and continue to make decisions that push fans further and further away. Many are calling for the organization to clean house, and that wouldn't be the worst idea. However, with Jed York driving this ship, don't get your hopes up on any massive overhauls. York is seen, rightfully so, as money-hungry and unwilling to make the necessary changes to his staff as long as he gets his cabana. Case in point, Trent Baalke, current general manager. How he has managed to slip by through all the Niners' turbulence is astonishing. Baalke has clashed with numerous coaches, including Mike Singletary and Jim Harbaugh. Guess who got the boot in those two situations and who got promoted? What's worse is Baalke, and the rest of the front office, continues to ignore key areas for the 49ers. Quarterback. As Colin Kaepernick started his decline when Harbaugh was fired, the best talent Baalke could think of was Blaine Gabbert. Wide receiver. They picked up Torrey Smith, who hasn't succeeded with the offense in San Francisco. Baalke brought in nobody else notable to help plug the hole, and the Niners are last in passing yards per game. Inside linebacker. Patrick Willis retired in 2015 and Navarro Bowman has been dealing with a multitude of injuries for years now. Long-term fixes were not going to come from Michael Wilhoit or Gerald Hodges. This unit has been unimpressive, to say the least, this year. And that's just to name a few of the disastrous positions. The point is this wasn't simply a one-season screw-up. These player situations were a long time coming, and something a capable GM should have been able to foresee. Next, San Francisco 49ers vs New Orleans Saints gained the open thread. This is also the group that fired Harbaugh after going 8-8, fired Jim Tomsula after going 5-11, and now has a coach that will fare far worse. Firing current coach Chip Kelly means bringing in the fourth coach in 4 years. It's not a great look, but representative of the catastrophe taking place in San Francisco. Fans are tired of the same answers, the same Super Bowl or bust mantra with lackluster results, the same uninspired front office. In short, the fans deserve better. Perhaps this year will change the myopic mind of York, but until then expect to see a half-empty stadium filled with mostly the visiting team's fans. This all could have been avoided if the crummy team that is the San Francisco 49ers would have stopped their third-rate benched quarterback from kneeling during the national anthem last year. All they had to do was say you don't stand, you don't play, and that would have been the end of this issue. But instead, management decided to support his unpatriotic protest and not say a word about it. Not an unexpected move from a has-been team that is now probably ruined beyond repair. To the point where you can't find much merchandise without the word faithful on it. Please share if you agree players should be fired for not standing for the national anthem.